Morning, Year 3. It's a lovely day for doing some artwork. And as I sit here in my kitchen listening to the birds singing, I thought it might be nice this week to teach you guys to draw birds. I'm going to start very, very simply with kind of cartoony kind of birds, and then we'll move up as we go on, and they get more and more realistic as we go through the week. So the trick with birds is that all birds start, as you know, as an egg. So I'm just going to draw some eggs. I'm almost stroking the paper with my pencil to get that nice rounded shape. Nice egg, and I can do small eggs, large eggs. I can do facing downwards as well. Very few eggs don't look very egg-like at this stage. This is a good skill to practice as sketching round shapes. It's a very good skill to practice. You can see I'm using the pencil very lightly. I'm not trying to do it all in one go. I'm adding a little line and a little line and a little line. And just extending the line in the general direction I want it to go until I want to change, and I start pulling it back toward me. There we go. I've got 4 little eggs there, and now they're ready to turn into birds. Now, what do all birds have? Well, let's make a little list. All birds have got wings. They've all got a beak. They've all got feet. And they've all got eyes. And that's pretty much what they've got in common, really. Wings to fly or flap around in the water with. Beak, which will be adapted to whatever they want to eat. Feet, likewise, adapted to wherever they want to stand and go. And an eye to look at us. So I'm going to start with the wings. I'm going to start with this guy over here. As I said, I'm doing a cartoon bird. So my wing doesn't need to be very difficult. I'm just going to put a line like this. This guy looks like he might be a penguin because he's standing up. I'm going to give his wings a little bit more of a flippery shape, like that. I think this guy might be a kiwi bird, and he's facing right down into the soil, grubbing around, looking for something to eat. And kiwis do have wings. They can't fly, they do have wings, but they're very, very small. So again, I'm going to give them a small wing like this. And I've just added some little scallops on there. It's called scalloping to represent the feathers. And this one is looking off into the distance like this. I think this might be a big bird. So I'm going to give him big wings like this. And he can actually overhang the back of his body. Now, if I do that on that side, then we'll also be able to see. Oh, there's another thing that birds have. I've forgotten all about it. They have a tail as well, don't they? They've got tail feathers. And this guy's going to need some tail feathers. And this guy doesn't really have tail feathers. This guy will certainly want some tail feathers. Let's make them nice and long and parroty. There we go. Alright, beaks. Let's have a think about beaks. So, simplest little beak, of course, is just a triangle. Like that. This guy. Over there. Kiwi birds, of course, very specific sort of beak. We'll learn more about that during the week. Long thin little beak. And this guy. I'm going to give this guy a bit more of a neck before I give him a beak. I want him to be kind of heron-y kind of thing. There we go. And his beak's going to be like that. Alright, I can put the eyes in now. A little penguin. There's our mini guy. And here's our kiwi. And see, I put the eyes, very simple little dot, right next to the beak. Very, very easy. Now the feet are really what gives your birds, cartoon birds especially, their characteristics, their humour. It gives them their personality. So for my majestic heron type creature with his long neck, I imagine he's going to stand in the water, so I'm going to give him great big long legs. And I'm going to give him some knobbly knees as well, like a flamingo. Now birds, unlike us, we have 5 toes pointing forwards. They tend to have 4 toes, and they have one that comes out like that, one in the middle, one on the left, and then they have one that goes backwards, like that. And 3 at the front and 1 at the back. Except parrots. Parrots have 2 at the front, 2 at the back, and that makes them look a little bit different. There's a penguin as well. Let's just give penguin a nice penguiny white tummy as well. So he looks like a penguin. A little detail on his wings as well. Looks rather squashed, this penguin. But he's only a cartoon, so it doesn't matter. And let's just give him his toes there. Obviously we can't see penguin's back toes or his tail because he's sitting on them. There we go. Now this guy is so small, I think it would be quite fun to give him really tiny feet. So he's barely there at all. There we go. And kiwis again have quite long legs. Where was I? Oh yes, I was putting feet on my kiwi, and also quite long legs, and his knees, or what look like his knees, are actually his ankles. And they're going to go backwards. Like that. I'm going to do his back toes first, so they don't get in the way of everything else. And his front toes. There's one. And there's the other one. Okay, so as you can see, I started with 4 eggs, and now I have 4 birds. Again, you can start with them sitting up, in which case you get one sort of shape of the bird. You can do them sideways. This guy's face could easily have been over here. I just, as you can see, quite like doing the faces facing to the left. It's actually quite difficult doing animals facing the other way. I'll make the effort to do that in my next video. And you can change how you do the wings, how you do the beaks, how you do the feet, and they will start to look like different types of birds. And that's a skill that we'll carry on practicing during the week. Now it's time to start thinking about colouring them in. Before I colour them in, I could go around it with my big pen. I'm just going to try that on the smallest one. See if it works. My pen might be a bit too fat. We'll see. Yeah, I don't think that worked terribly well because my pen's too fat. But you get the general idea. If you were using a whole piece of paper, then you could certainly make your bird big enough to go around with a nice fat black pen, and that would make it look a little bit better. Now to colour them in, I've got a Christmas present here. I genuinely got colour pencils for Christmas. Nerd. And I'm going to choose, well, I don't have to choose realistic colours because it's a cartoon. So I'm going to make my penguin a pink penguin because I can. Now again, I'm colouring. I'm not using very large strokes. I'm pressing quite hard so I get a nice bold colour, and I'm not using great big scribbles. The tip of my pencil's hardly moving at all. And I'm trying to keep my movements going back and forth in the same direction each time. And that will help, especially when you start to get into drawing things on a larger scale, being bigger. That will help keep the feathery pattern looking correct. It's almost like Dumbo the elephant, this penguin. Really not entirely happy with him, but mind. That's what learning is all about. So let's give him a nice bright orange beak. And I'm going to make his beak orange as well. Oops. I'm not actually looking at the paper, I'm looking through the camera. It's quite difficult to colour in the lines when you're looking at the camera. There we go. Now for the white space, I could have a white pencil and colour it in white, but I'm just going to leave the blank space there. I'm quite happy with the effect of that. Even he does look like a little bit of a sad elephant. Now what about my kiwi bird? Kiwis are a national bird of New Zealand, so I think I need to give them a little bit more respect. So I'm going to colour them in proper colour, which is a nice dark brown to fit in the forest. I'm not actually going to colour my kiwi so much as use the brown pencil to give him his texture. So his feathers like this. It's very short little feathers. Just keep him warm. Again, don't really help him to fly. And they all run down from his face around his body. So I'm just going to follow the curve of his body around. There we go. I'm going to use a slightly darker